What's going on, everyone? Welcome to the channel. My name is Tristan Tays. Today I'm giving you all the best 5 class setups you can use in Black Ops 7 to get crazy gameplays, prestige, or just have fun during the time of the game. If you enjoy the video, make sure to subscribe down below, as well as leave a like on the video. And without further ado, guys, let's get to it. Alright, everyone, so for the first class setup, we're going to be looking at the M15 Mod 0. Now, the particular variant that I have is the Beta Legend blueprint, so I have also made some changes to it, and we'll kind of go over that. For the optic, I'm using the LTI Mini. This is going to give you a precision sight picture. For me personally, I feel like this is the best one that you can use. I have seen a lot of other people, though, go towards using the Lethal Tools ELO. This is personally what I recommend. For the muzzle, we're using the VAS 5.56 suppressor. Now, I know some people do like using the RL brake, because having that first shot recoil control, the kick reset, and the vertical recoil control. But I personally just like this because it has that no minimap firing ping. If you are somebody that plays hardcore, though, this is probably going to be your best friend. The barrel, we're using the stock barrel that comes with this blueprint, that being the 16.5 fusion barrel. Now, this one gives you an increase in damage range, bullet velocity, which means your bullets are going to go faster and farther, and also hit harder. And then for the stock, guys, we're using the default stock for this class, which is the telescopic one. I like this one personally because it has that increase in hipfire and strafing movement speed and just default movement speed across the board. I've snapped off pretty hard in games using this particular stock, so I don't see myself changing it that much. And then lastly, guys, we're using the buffer springs. For me, I personally like this a lot. It gives you that increase in horizontal and vertical recoil control. And then also, guys, just to get it out of the way, every single class that I'm using in this particular video is going to have the drone pod as the field upgrade, stim shot as the tactical, and lethal going to be the semtex. And then I'm using gearhead, scavenger, and dexterity as my perks. Now, the next gun we're taking a look at is the AK-27. This is one of my top guns in the game, behind the MXR-17 and the M8A1. First off, for the optic, we're using the Kepler Pro Red Dot. I find that this one is actually quite fun to use because it gives sort of a sniper scope like feel, while still being on an assault rifle and not feeling too crazy. Then for the muzzle, guys, we're using the EMT3 compensator. This is going to give you an increase in vertical recoil control. I'm probably going to move to something like the Eclipse 7.62 brake once I get that unlocked, because of, again, having a lot of the benefits that other muzzle brakes in this game will give you. For the barrel, we're using the 17-inch Bistro speed barrel. This one is going to give you an increase in bullet velocity. I imagine as time progresses, I'm probably going to switch to something like the extended barrel or this Vandal heavy one. For the underbarrel, I'm currently using the lateral precision grip, but I also have decided whether or not to use the iron hold angled grip because there's just a lot better perks to this. And then lastly, guys, I'm using the light grip, the Dictum light grip, which is going to give you an increase in sprint to fire speed and jumping sprint to fire speed. This is especially great if you're in objective-based game modes where you're going to be sliding, you're going to be sprinting, trying to get from one end of the map to the other, or trying to get into crazy gunfights. The next gun that we're taking a look at is the MXR-10. This is probably my second favorite AR in the game, probably second favorite gun by far in Black Ops 7, just because I'm an old SCAR guy, and this gun reminds me of the SCAR back in Black Ops 2, and just feels very nostalgic to me. First off, for the optic, guys, we're using the LTI Mini. Personally, again, I think that this is the top 2 kind of optic that you can run in this game besides that ELO. For the muzzle, we're using the Greaves TI-762. This one has no minimap firing ping at all. Again, I'm probably going to move towards a muzzle brake at some point in time, but even still, with this particular suppressor, I can drop 40-50 kills, 30 on a very bad day. For the barrel, currently I'm using the 18-inch rapid Sterling barrel. This one just solely giving bullet velocity. If I really wanted to go just absolutely cracked, I could use the raised barrel, which is going to have a lot of aim down sight speed, sprint to fire speed, and aim down sight speed. And then lastly, guys, for the rear grip, I'm using the celerity grip. This just gives me an increase in aim down sight speed as well as jumping aim sight speed, which is really important across the board. Next up, guys, we're using the M8A1. Again, if you're an old school Black Ops 2 guy, you remember how overpowered the M8A1 was. And whether you're playing core or hardcore, this is going to be a gun that you can use. The only thing I hate is not having a rapid fire attachment like how it did it back in Black Ops 2, where you could turn this gun into an AR and even make it more cracked. First off, for the optic, we're using the Lethal Tools ELO. Like I mentioned, probably the best one to use in the game, and I love that it's the first one that you can unlock for the M8A1 barrel. We're using the 18-inch Ionic 8 barrel. This gives an increase in bullet velocity only, and across the board, I really don't notice anything too, different from other people who I've talked to that have all the attachments for this gun unlocked. They say that this one is the best one to go to by far. For the underbarrel, we're using that iron hold angled grip that I mentioned earlier. Again, aiming idle sway, aim walking steadiness, idle sway decay, and horizontal recoil control are all benefits that you get here. And then also, guys, for the rear grip, we're using the instinct grip, just giving you that jumping aim down sight speed and regular aim down sight speed. And also, again, just to show you guys, there is no rapid fire attachment for this gun, which kind of sucks. And I really hate that. Treyarch, if you're watching, make an attachment for this. And then the last gun that I have for you guys is the X9 Maverick. This is actually one of my favorite guns to play with, even while only at level 15. It's still super cracked. So first off, for the mini reflex, we're using that VAS Microflex again. Personally, really awesome to use this particular one if you have access to it. For the muzzle, we're using that Hawker 473 compensator. I love this so much. It absolutely slaps. It's so much better than the Defense H suppressor, but I am kind of hoping that I can get access to that slant hybrid in the future. For the barrel, we're using that 16 OS density barrel, giving you a bigger ammo capacity and vertical recoil control. You do lose some reload quickness, but I would say having a gun with a 50 meg ammo size is just going to be really good. From the underbarrel, we're using the enhanced 32 hand stop. This allows you to hold your breath, has also recoil and sway control when holding your breath, and flinch resistance. For the rear grip, we're using the granulated DM1, which is going to give you first shot recoil control and vertical recoil control. Probably the best one across the board for accuracy and for handling, so just keep it at that. For the stock, I'm using the Ethereal Wave stock. This, again, has hip fire movement speed, strafing movement speed, and regular movement speed at an increase. So you're going to be able to move around the map a lot faster. You're going to be able to get shots off in gunfights very quickly and not have to worry about it. And then lastly, guys, for the fire mod, I'm using the Buffer Springs, which is going to improve that horizontal and vertical recoil control, make this a very overpowered weapon. I like to keep the X9 Maverick specifically focused on less recoil, better accuracy, and also just making it a beast. And that's everything that I have for you guys. If you guys did, again, enjoy the video, make sure to leave a like down below. Subscribe to the channel if you guys are brand new. And comment down below any class ups that I should try on the channel. But until next time, guys, my name's Taste. I'll see all of you in the next one.